Hi guys, Uncle Beard back again, back in the workshop. What I thought I'd do today is show you how to make one of these. The camera's picking that up. Nice little bit of jewellery. Doesn't take long. Not a lot of skill involved. Not a lot of tools involved. You will see in the video that I'm using sanding, cutting, and a drill. That's all you really need. There's a little jig in there that I'll show you. That's dead easy to make, costs a few pence, and you can start making these. It's a nice little project. It doesn't take very long, like I say, and it's cheap, and they make nice gifts, and it's a good way to use up your scrap. So stay with me guys, and we'll get started. Now I'm going to do a voiceover on this one because I'm going to be wearing a mask for most of it. This guy up here, the old 3M mask, because we're going to be sanding this stuff and it's not very nice. So you should always wear a mask when you're sanding anyway. So yeah, stay with me guys and we'll get started. First get your stock, probably about 50mm squares best. You don't want to mess about with something too small, you'll only end up hurting your fingers. Next you're going to need one of these. This is an 18mm hole saw, the type electricians use. They're easy to come across, most hardware shops sell them. And mount that in your drill press. Next you want to clamp down your stock, make sure it's not moving anywhere, and just take your time drilling the hole. I'm having to turn this one over because the hole saw I've got's only shallow and it'll only go in about 8mm. Yeah, we've got a knuckle duster guys. Next, if you've got one of these, you need to enlarge the hole slightly with a Dremel sanding disc, sanding drum, sorry. You keep going until it's a comfortable fit on your finger. And don't get your finger stuck. There we go. Oh, nearly got it stuck then, you see. Next you want to sand that smooth, working up through your grits from sort of 120 up to about a 600, 800 grit, something like that. It's inside of the ring so nobody's going to see it, but it's entirely up to you how far you go with this. I went up to 1200. Then I got the mopping head on the Dremel. Added a little bit of buffing compound and just give the inside a quick buff just to give it a nice finish. That's the internal, all polished and ready to go. Next, move to your saw. Obviously I've got a bandsaw. If you haven't, it doesn't matter. You can saw this by hand and just roughly take the corners off
allowing yourself probably about 5 or 6 millimeters material left. Again, at this stage it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just removing material, so basically it looks like a nut. And I'm jumping over onto the sander. Again, you can do all this by hand. I'm just doing it because I've got these machines. So that's roughly around. Now this jig, it's just a bolt, a nut, 2 washers and a piece of gas pipe. That's all you need. Super simple, costs you about £1. Then you clamp it together and the gas pipe squashes and holds the ring in place. Then you mount it in your drill. Now I'm using a rasp just to roughly shape the ring and knock off those ridges. Next I'm working up through sandpaper. You want to take your time here, but don't remove too much material or you'll end up with the ring will be too thin. So we're working up to about a 1200 grit again. Then adding buffing compound and a final polish. And I like to use a bit of good old-fashioned T-cut for the last stage. Gives you a nice shine when you're using synthetic materials. And that's it, guys. Like I say, super simple.
Well guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed that one. And I hope you're full of ideas how to make your very own personalised custom ring. You can laminate different materials up. You can use wood, you can use bone, you can use plastic, although some plastics are better than others. You can use micarta, you can use soft metals even, although that might be a little bit wasteful, I don't know. It's a kind of cool little project. Takes about an hour. Nothing difficult in there. Just be careful when you're using power tools. Obviously, use eye protection at all times and a mask. But that's it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one, and I'll see you on the next one. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. Cheers.